Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Looking at Facebook on the daily and weekly time frame, so we have a little bit of a double top the past 2 days, 134.44, 134.50 today, and then we saw some profit taking right out of the gate, but the bulls did buy that dip. We have a decent lower wick, so what I'm watching going into tomorrow is the higher low pattern the past 3 days. If the bulls can hold 133.31, we will keep that higher low pattern. And if we see a break of 134.50, we know the bulls are really strong and continuing up towards the all-time high of 135.49. If we cannot break 134.50 and we pull back and break the higher low pattern on the daily, I'll be looking for a lower high pattern, higher low to form. So we have our high, our low in reaction to the earnings, and then that would be a lower high, and I would expect to form a higher low compared to 130.30 and watch that range tighten on the daily time frame. So we've got a clear couple of resistances to be looking at. The market itself is in blue sky breakout, tons of strength. The weekly time frame for Facebook is negating that bearish reversal candlestick from last week, and it's a nice solid bull candlestick. Obviously, one trading day left to go, but currently the bulls in full control and just looking for a new all-time high with some momentum, and there is potential that we could see that follow through tomorrow. So looking on the shorter term time frames, we saw a nice bounce opportunity today where we dumped right out of the gate, and we hit the low of the day at 133.31. The 5-minute RSI was down in the low 20s. Saw a short-term bounce attempt, pulled back, and formed a double bottom at 133.31. And we actually formed a triple bottom the next candlestick again. So that was a clear base of support. And then once we broke 133.70, we had our double bottom and then a break of the lower high pattern. And then from there, the bulls formed higher lows and higher highs and saw a strong close into the end of the day relative to the dump that we saw right out of the gate. So the hourly time frame saw a lot of back and forth action with this 20-period hourly moving average. It was resistance, support, resistance, support. So whenever I see a moving average have all kinds of action back and forth with no consistency, I won't really view it as significant. I won't put as much weight into my analysis with that moving average. So the 20-period hourly, not as important to me. I'll be watching these other moving average supports down in the mid-132s. But as of right now, bulls still in control, and we have a couple supports to be watching. The low right before the end of the day, 133.92. And then the low of this consolidation, 133.61. So if you're ever in a position on the daily time frame where you're not really seeing any clear support or resistance levels nearby, always zoom in and look at the preceding day's action, and you can get some nice levels. I got a nice resistance level here before the high of the day at 134.40, and the high of the day, 134.50, and also these support levels to be watching. So some clear 5-minute levels where if I wanted to tighten up where I was looking at support and resistance, shorter term time frames are the place to look. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in tomorrow. 134.50 key resistance. We'll see if the bulls have momentum to get through that tomorrow.